Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the morning hookup. Fill up. Pleasurable. Back at you on a Thursday. Hope your Thursday's off to a great start. Beautiful morning outside. Beautiful morning outside. One of those mornings when you get to drive. If you're out and about, you want to keep driving with your windows down. You don't want to get to your destination quite yet.
That changes though for us once we made it across the highway this
What
morning.
you knew where I was going, didn't you?
A little less beautiful.
I don't even know where to start with that because I knew things were happening, right? If you've been out and about in the area, you know what we're talking about. When you start seeing the orange cones start to form, start to pile up.
I was making great left turns getting into the place for a few weeks. Today, I just, it's always one of those things. This drives me nuts. Okay, let's get this off our chest. Okay, I come from the south side of town, and I come down. Was that 10th?
I mean,
10th.
You've been dealing with so many no left turn intersections for years now.
Well, this is what I don't understand. At times, I come down. I think is it 10th that comes into downtown or 9th? I go through downtown.
Yeah.
There's a particular
10th.
stretch where I already know what's happening, right? Right lane is closed. So I maneuver already. I position myself early on, go down through it. And then for a few days, I don't have to do that because it's open. Then I'm like, oh, it's open. All lanes open. 2 days later, dang thing's closed again. Today, same way. Drive to the studio like I normally do. Rocking it to one of our great stations. Or today it was a Nelly vibe day in my car.
Oh, wow.
It was a Nelly vibe.
Wow.
I don't know why that even started.
A day like today, that'll get you going.
And then it turned into when I got right here out front to Marilyn Manson kind of rage because I couldn't make a left-hand turn into the studio.
Yep.
I had to go down. I didn't know where I went down to. I just found an opening and turned left, did a little U in some parking lot, and came back. We're closed. Here's what gets me, because I'm a local business person. All the businesses up and down this road right now that you can't turn left into are suffering.
And I remember whenever they gave us the little the little thing, it said there'd be no interruption of business.
No interruption. Yes, there is.
That's a
and
hell
not
of an
just us.
interruption of businesses.
Like, we'll get there. Like ours, we will get on air. But what about the restaurant right next to us that you can't get into? The very good breakfast place that nobody can get left into right now. Or just name the little businesses all the way through here.
And from what I was looking, in order to get onto Cornhusker, if you're coming from the south,
okay,
I believe your two options right now are 35th or Havelock.
I think I've got to navigate that tomorrow now that I know what's happening.
Yeah.
My route will completely change. I'm going to have to, here's what I'm going to do tomorrow. It'll be a map fastest route day for me tomorrow.
Oh, it's not caught up with traffic yet, though.
I don't know.
It doesn't understand the traffic flow.
I'll be able to know now, like, all right, let's go this way. But now it's just going to put me in other layers of crap.
Yeah.
Roads that I try to avoid at all costs every morning. Okay, like today. Today, I don't do this normally. I don't have to do this normally. Today was an anomaly. My kid, my wife was with my 6th grader. They're on a field trip. She did that. God bless her. Parents go on field trips. So I was in charge of taking the boys to the what am I trying to say? The high schoolers today.
Yeah.
No, they can walk.
I did already see this. Schmitty texted us.
Yes.
Now, just for Schmitty, I did see somebody in a beat up old car making an illegal left turn this morning on my way in.
Oh,
here.
yeah. They will find a way.
I'm not sure how they squeezed between two of those traffic cones, but they made that illegal left turn and away they went.
They will find a way.
I
wish.
And as Shane says here in the stream, he says, I wonder who thought it was a good idea to close Adams Street and a lane of Cornhusker at the same time.
Which,
yeah, again, takes your two access points on to Cornhusker. Is that 33rd, 35th? 33rd.
Yes.
33rd and Havelock.
Yeah.
That's your two access points if you're coming from the south.
I went down a road this morning. I was telling you, I was in charge of getting the 3 high school kids to to Pius today. So this is my morning so far has involved 56th Street.
Oh, Lord.
And Cornhusker Highway. I don't know. I might just take the rest of the afternoon off because I'm so upset. Like, I don't even know.
You know what's going to be...
I'm already mentally done.
You know what's fun? Is that they said in order to get the eastbound and westbound on Cornhusker, and we're just sitting here complaining about the traffic, and I know Lincolnites out there, you can bear a little bit of this, so we'll wrap it up here.
We're all the same.
This is a PSA. Don't come to Cornhusker Highway anytime soon.
Avoid 56. You know what?
Avoid Adams. Avoid 56. Avoid Cornhusker. I'm sure folks will figure it out and start planning some alternate routes.
Yeah.
Today was just especially bad because it was the first time they closed down all of the the eastbound lanes, and now the westbound lanes are just one lane each way. Anyway,
it was one of those like, hey, you're having a great morning. Watch this, Lincoln.
You know what's gonna be fun though? This project is scheduled to be done in late fall, which means game day traffic, everyone coming from Omaha in the early fall, coming down Cornhusker. I know we don't reach anyone up in Omaha, this signal that we're on right now, Hooksy, but tell your Omaha friends, maybe leave an hour earlier than even you usually do coming down to Husker game days in the fall, depending on what this looks like. But I know the construction schedule says late fall. They're going to take a little hiatus through the winter months, and then they're going to work on other parts of Cornhusker beginning next spring.
Why is there such a late arriving crowd? I don't know. They can't get there.
Traffic it's one lane each way on Cornhusker, and they're backed up all the way to Waverly. That's why.
You know, my last point of this, I usually don't have to do this, right? Also, if you know lanes are closed, don't be that person that zooms down the right side thinking you're going to get let in. No.
It's one thing there's some places in Lincoln. Okay, zipper merge. I get it. Whenever there have already been 3 signs telling you the right lane is closed ahead, don't zip to the front.
Nope.
It's just those people that are in the left and they decide they're in a hurry and they hop in the right lane and zoom all the way down and then try to get back in. No. This ain't how this works.
Don't act like a superstar. Keyword 9 o'clock star, STAR, star 402-258-2800. Text that word in, your chance to win $1,000. Sponsored by Liberty First Credit Union. Stars last night came out. NBA play-in games. A couple of those teams that we were like, man, they got some injuries going on. They got some restricted minutes going on. Maxey was dynamic last night in that matchup. They get it done 109-97 in that one. The game that I think everybody was super interested to watch, and I didn't get a chance to watch. We had some other stuff going on, but that Warriors-Clippers game, Steph Curry.
Yeah, what minutes restriction? We talked about that. Maybe on a minutes restriction. Yeah, that didn't exist. 35 minutes last night.
Runner's knee. I don't know how we're going to manage this. 126, 121. Big fourth quarter from the Warriors. They put 43 points up in the fourth quarter. 43-32. Curry, 35 points. What does that mean now? Walk me through the let's see. It
means the Clippers are done.
Walk me through the calculus part of the play-in playoff NBA.
Okay, so Clippers are done. Not just this season, but you look into their future.
They're done.
What
does that mean? Yeah, that's a great, those are one of the things we forgot to mention in the what's next phase. Is it, I know there's aging, hurt superstars that stay hurt a lot. Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
And Paul George still.
Their first round pick this year is owned by the Thunder.
Wow. What does it mean for their coach? Because I feel like they're a team now that has dove well below millions of expectations out there, even in their own city. They've well below expectations. They've fallen behind now in the West for sure. They're not one of the top 5 teams in the West at all. I mean, obviously this playoff, you look at it like from emerging stars perspective.
Well, let me just take you through their roster. What player on this roster do you build around? Kawhi Leonard.
No.
aging, and I doubt he wants to be in a Clipper much longer.
How many games did he play this year?
Yeah, no. Derek Jones Jr.
Nope.
Brooke Lopez.
No.
Darius Garland. A nice piece, not a guy you build around.
But not that way. He's a traded piece, so but no, that's not the answer either.
Chris Dunn.
Nope.
Benedict
Is that
Mathurin.
Chris Dunn, Villanova?
Yes.
Nobody likes him, especially in light blue.
Benedict Mathurin.
Yes.
John Collins. Like that those are the guys that played over 20 minutes last night. There's not a guy on that roster you're trying to build around.
No.
And clearly this year's roster wasn't good enough, so you got to blow it up, but you don't have your first round pick this year. Like, now this Clippers team was not expected to be very good this year. Let that be known.
No.
I think by making it to the play-in, they exceeded expectations a little bit. But where do you go from here? You don't have a first round pick. Kawhi Leonard's probably the best piece you can get some assets in return for, but he's aging. His knees are never healthy. No one's going to pay a premium for Kawhi Leonard. Not in this state.
No, nobody's falling for that. They shouldn't.
Congrats, Clippers. You had a brand new arena.
Oh, yeah. The Wall. I've been there. It's a pretty, it's a cool atmosphere, a cool area.
Cool atmosphere. No one's going to show up for whoever's on their roster next year.
Not pay the prices that they're getting.
No. So, I don't know what the Clippers do next, especially given that the Thunder have their first round pick.
They're in trouble.
But as for the Warriors, they advanced to play the Suns for the right to play the Thunder in the first round of the playoffs.
For the right to lose.
Yeah.
But it was big for them last night.
For your right to go stand in front of the firing squad.
But it was big for them last night getting that win because I think we'd be sitting here this morning as we're talking about the Clippers. We'd be talking about the same thing probably about the Warriors on what their next phase of transition or whatever they're going to be going forward.
I think that's going to happen once the Warriors get beaten 5 by the Thunder.
Yeah, those questions will start popping up.
Thunder will take the first 3. Warriors take a game. Gentlemen's sweep from the Thunder. So, I mean, I think it's also time. And you could probably still get some good assets in return for Steph Curry. Does he want to leave the Warriors? That's a question that I don't know. And I sounds like he's pretty happy in the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's just a guy that's willing to retire a Warrior. But at this point, if you're the Warriors, you got to figure out a way to maximize your roster. And I don't know. So on the other side, the Hornets and the Magic, the right to go and play the Detroit Pistons.
Yep. Right now, that's tomorrow night. Right now, Hornets are favored by 3.5 in Orlando. Orlando's a unique team. A lot of good pieces on that team. It's got caught by Maxey last night on that side. Hornets again. Also, something to watch. Well, no, they did. They did fine, right? They fined LaMelo Ball, I believe.
Yeah, for the ban.
For the ban, $35,000. I want to say thank you, NBA, one, for reviewing it and finding him and not suspending him, causing playoff issues.
I mean, you already caused playoff issues by letting him complete the game, though.
Yes, you did then. But I think going back, it's been easy to fine him and be like, all right, you took that piece away out of the playoffs, if that makes sense. He should have been out of the game originally.
Yes, agreed.
But I think NBA said, all right, how can we hit him? And then
and not affect the games in front of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that one, that'll go off. Well, thank you, Playing Games. You're on Amazon Friday night.
And then I think whoever wins these games tomorrow night, it would play Sunday, then I believe in the playoffs, correct?
Yep. Yeah, Sunday in the playoffs. Again, and like you mentioned, Warriors, Suns, they got to go to Phoenix. The Warriors head to Phoenix, where Phoenix right now is a 2.5-point favorite in that one.
I'd probably take the Warriors.
I think I'd take the Warriors. I take the experience, what's happening. I think that's I know when I say this, they're both probably playing this way, but the Warriors, I think, are going to play desperate to keep what they got going. I mean, the Suns will too. They'll be at home, be a big crowd, but from the desperation side of you feel like that things are coming to an end in Golden State. That run they had, it's not a place where I think they're luring stars back to, like they used to.
I'm just, I've learned you don't bet against Steph Curry.
No.
Now I'll bet against Steph once he goes up against the Thunder, but against a team like the Suns, tight line, I'm not betting against Steph Curry.
No.
That's where I'm at.
That's all day long. But boy, so you got that on Friday. And then Saturday is when we really get going, buddy. It's a NBA playoff atmosphere happening on Saturday. It kicks it off the right way. You got Raptors, Cavs at noon. T-Wolves, Nuggets will come at you at 2:30.
The Elijah Herbal Willie J Bowl.
Yes. As well as then you get Hawks and Knicks, and then they'll cap your night off with Rockets, Lakers. Everything, those first 3 games, by the way, continue to watch Amazon to get those, and then you go ABC for that night game.
And the Rockets Lakers being the night game, that is the correct choice. That should be a fun series.
Mm-hmm.
Nuggets T-Wolves should be good. I don't care that much about Raptors and Cavaliers.
I really don't have
Hawks and Knicks is somewhat interesting.
I have zero interest in I mean, I love, I'll watch it, but like those 2 games, I think there's only 2 to watch from a fanship side. It's the 2 middle games. It's Nuggets, it's T-Wolves, Nuggets, and Rockets, Lakers.
And let's be clear here.
There's no sexiness to the other ones.
We've talked about it at this round of the NBA. There's just not much sexiness in general.
No.
Like the NBA playoffs, the time to watch is once you get to the Western and Eastern Conference Finals. If you're going to watch. And there's plenty of people out there who won't even be watching. NHL playoffs are all starting this weekend.
Yep.
And the NHL playoffs, those are must watch all the way through.
All the way through on those. I agree.
That first game 7, I talked about this earlier this week. I'll say it again. That first game 7 in the NHL this year, you won't be able to get me off my couch. No matter who's
I
playing.
am not, you know me, I'm not the documented hockey fan, but I promise you this. When you hear game 7, I'm the guy that's going to watch. I'm your game 7 guy. Walked in. And my family's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's game 7 of any, I don't care, any hockey series. I'm locked in to a game 7. So, all right, let's take our first break. And while we're at break, you can go to 402. You can text the word STAR, STAR, into 402-258-2800. Chance to win $1,000. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk portal again. I'm growing concerned with the portal. It's too quiet for me right now after a return visitor. Let's talk about that and a whole lot more when we return. No news is no news, which I don't like. No news. Oh, forgot that. I forgot about that today. A lot of the PGA's back today. This is crap. I gotta do something. Almost blew something else. I almost blew it. Almost blew it. I'm glad I said golf in my head because golf league registration. My partner, that's been my partner for 15 years, is in big meetings this week, off-site meetings for him. He usually is the guy that does it. It opened at 9. As we're going to break, I said golf. And I went, oh, crap. It's first come, first serve, the first 60 teams.
Make it in?
54. We're in.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what would have happened. We might not have been friends anymore because he loves league so much.
Did go hit the driving range last night.
And
did
he get in?
Irons are feeling good.
Okay.
Driver hit or miss, but I got a couple in. And then the putting was the most concerning thing. They had just aerated the putting green out where I went. The long putts, I was knocking them home. I'm talking 25, 30 feet. I was just striping those things.
Yep.
Within 10 feet, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Those things aeration is a necessary evil of every golf course.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the time of year they're doing it. But don't judge yourself on those putts.
Yeah.
Because they're hopping into the hole.
Yeah, we're coming back here.
All right. Welcome back in the morning. Hookup. Happy Thursday. I just came across this stat that blew my mind. I know we're going to talk basketball a little bit. The stat that is going out there for Nebraska softball this year, because they're going to win the Big Ten. They've outscored a Big Ten opponent. Any guesses how their offense has done the Big Ten this year?
They have a, 100 scoring margin?
They've scored 101. What do you think the Big Ten? Give me a number what the Big Ten is against.
34.
30. 101, 30. Domination.
But we've been talking about it. That team, their aspirations are Women's College World Series, and they got the talent to go and do it.
My goodness. I'm going to the game on Friday night. Food fired up. Family wants to go. My kid piped up. I'm like, hey, what do you think about we should go to Nebraska Friday night and go watch you? Because we're can't Saturday, can't Sunday with stuff going on. But I'm like, thought you'd never ask. Secured 5 tickets.
And that team is so fun to watch.
Secured 5 tickets for the Friday night, which I can't wait. I don't think they've done it yet. That whole rotation thing. Who am I going to get a chance to see?
Probably Jensen with Jordy closing it out.
Not that baseball. Sorry, I flipped on you. I flipped on you. Sorry, I apologize because
you should be going to see
softball's at Minnesota this week. Softball is at Minnesota. That's why I was going. Softball has a weekend series against Minnesota, which will be brought to you. Ooh, Big Ten Plus. Big Ten Plus is going to have you some games for softball. You've got Big Ten Plus, 6, 1, and 12, respectively, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Coming up.
Can we talk about what the Big Ten Network is showing this weekend, though?
What are they showing?
Anyone? Any guesses?
Baseball?
No.
Is it one of those?
Saturday makes a little more sense because Saturday they have the Michigan and Ohio State spring game. So I'll give them a pass. Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Friday evening? Just guess the sport.
Soccer.
No.
No, it's not soccer. It's hold on a minute. Wait. Track and field?
No.
Because we were in track and field season, so right?
Yeah.
I said soccer. That was last, but I don't know.
Lacrosse.
I'm gonna puke. The Big Ten has a tendency to do that stuff.
Yep.
I'm surprised. Here's what I'm surprised. This is kind of where my brain went when you said the Big Ten is their spring games are going on. That it would be all dominated by old Michigan stuff and old Ohio State stuff, right? Or they would have played their top 5 games that they played against each other. That's so Big Ten. But lacrosse makes a lot of sense, especially when you got a massive Big Ten baseball weekend series here at Haymarket Park.
It just speaks to the Big Ten and their care level for baseball. Now, I shouldn't. The programming schedule on Big Ten Network is not the be-all, end-all for how much the Big Ten cares about baseball, but it is a good litmus test. And they're showing lacrosse on television instead of baseball. You know what they showed last week instead of Nebraska and Oregon on Saturday afternoon? Northwestern women's lacrosse.
Not dogging that. Not going there.
No, it's just I don't understand how that is a sport that draws more eyes to the Big Ten Network as opposed to baseball. It makes no sense to me.
I want to look at that makes that makes no sense. Sorry, I'm not I'm gonna go here. I just want to look and see what else is happening this week. Like you got like you said, it goes back to how much they don't value baseball. You got USC, Nebraska. I think whatever, maybe good series you got. You don't have a lot. You got, I mean, not a lot of great series, but that why you're not having two of your top Big Ten baseball teams on the TV. Is it making a lot of sense to me?
No. And they, at least on the bright side, they are showing a UCLA baseball game at 10 p.m. on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. The baseball game they are showing during the day this weekend, which they're only showing one of them. Northwestern at Michigan, 11 a.m. on Sunday. Again, Nebraska and USC are battling it out. One team top 15, the other team running outside the top 25. That doesn't deserve to be on Big Ten Network. You know what they are going to show? Indiana against Purdue spring volleyball. Again, we love volleyball around here. Indiana and Purdue are not the teams I think of as being showcase volleyball schools. That strikes me as BTN plus.
It does.
Again, Big Ten Network, hire me. I will get you a proper programming schedule featuring two of the top baseball teams in the conference. I'll put them on your television screen whenever they're playing. Simple. It doesn't feel like you need to be making a whole bunch of money to be making these smart decisions, yes. Right? Ugh. Like you could have a college intern tell you that Nebraska and USC in baseball is more interesting than Indiana and Purdue in volleyball. And again, we love volleyball around here, but we do. You got to consider the schools. And no, there needs to be some equity from the Big Ten in terms of what schools you're putting on TV. But it's a missed opportunity to not put USC in Nebraska. This is the first time USC has ever played in Lincoln in baseball. And it's a top matchup.
It's a top matchup.
It's a matchup that has implications on regionals.
Yes, this is going to showcase. It's an absolute chance to showcase those programs. Showcase the programs. Showcase the great facility that is a top Big Ten facility. All of it. But they choose to miss out.
Nebraska. Back-to-back weekend series against top 25 opponents. One at Oregon, one at home against USC. Both series have huge implications for NCAA regional seeding. And the Big Ten does not show a single one of those games on Big Ten Network.
Not at all.
Either live or replay.
Makes you wonder. We're going to come back and talk some more baseball and how big that series is coming up. But portal, man, basketball portal. Like I'm getting it. I think this is the gamut that we're running. And I have questions that are happening right now because what do we close at the end of the week? Does it close? I think the portal itself closes, but I
believe it's next Monday. Isn't
next
it?
Monday.
No, next Monday or next Tuesday. It's
coming up. Yeah. It's rapidly coming up. Growing concern for Nebraska with lack of announcements. And are you feeling that? Because I think, and again, as we navigate the portal, and I know there's a lot of other people navigating the portal, you start to grow weary of not hearing information or not having, say, somebody's in and where Nebraska might be headed right now. I know we got Linhart came back. Quiet. Boston College kid visit. There's predictions. It just makes you wonder. Here's the growing concern. I think this is a concern for portal additions and colleges everywhere is the waiting game. How do you navigate the portal when you got your A's, right? You talk to all your A's, right? You got your A's on campus. Then you're bringing your B's behind it, but you're waiting on the A's to let you know something. Where's that gap? And how patient does a team have to be to get to that point?
Now, to flip this around, if you want to go sky is not falling on this transfer portal window, let's say, and we've heard tale that Linhart made his way back into Lincoln for a second visit.
Yes.
That's been very quiet on that front in terms of what's going on there. But so let's say Nebraska makes 2 portal additions this offseason that actually get significant playing time next year, being Sam Orm, and then whether it's Linhart, what the other name you're hearing is the Illinois State guard, Tyreek Coleman.
Tyreek Coleman, yes.
Let's say Nebraska gets one of those 2 at the guard spot. They get Sam Orm coming and locking down the 4 spot. And that's it. Everyone else that they bring in the portal does not play a minute for Nebraska next year. To go sky is not falling. Look at what the roster would be.
Okay.
A guard and either Linhart or Coleman that has playing experience likely slots right into that number 1 spot. And a guy in Coleman's got multiple years. He can kind of settle in this year, and then you're expecting down the road, he really settles into the Nebraska system. You have Frager, you have Sanford, you have Cale Jacobson, you have Leo, you have Oogie, you have Asijan, you have Orem playing that 4. It's still a talented roster. It's still a roster that's NCAA tournament good. The most important portal additions that they made are not additions. It's keeping Frager and it's keeping Sanford. But you could still be running with a potential starting 5 this year, and we'll see what happens at the guard spot. But put in either Coleman or Linhart. And, hey, maybe Nebraska goes and gets both. That'd be a win.
It'd be a win.
We'll see. But then you got likely Sanford playing the 2, Frager playing the 3, Sam Orem playing the 4, Oogie/Leo playing the 5, with bench pieces being Cale Jacobson, Connor Asijan, and whoever doesn't win that starting center role, whether it's Leo, whether it's Oogie. That's what you're rolling with. Like that is an NCAA tournament good roster. Now, you'd like Nebraska to make additions and be a Sweet 16 good roster yet again. And I'm not sure that roster is Sweet 16 good yet again. But that there is the sky is not falling look at you. Is Nebraska can afford to be choosier in this portal window because of the talent that they already have on roster.
And I think, and that's what Nebraska's up against. It's very exciting. Nebraska's up against that. We talked about that yesterday, about how important this portal run is this season and the results next season.
This is a quality, not quantity portal window.
Yes, absolutely. Because you are losing a lot, whether it be athletic wise or leadership wise. There's a lot.
I mean, you have 2 legitimate NBA draft prospects next year in Frager and Sanford that are both going to be playing significant minutes. When is the last time you said that about Husker basketball?
Yes.
2 legitimate NBA prospects.
There's a lot of pressure on that staff to land quantity or quality, right?
In previous years, it has been quantity.
Quite now, it's quality. You got the right fits for those 2, along with the retention you got from, again, Price and Frey, but also with the retention of Connor, I believe, right? We have we got the official on Connor, all signs point, because I know he's applying for the medical hardship. Obviously got to probably wait on that. You talk about Leo and all the other parts. It's vital that they have the fits for, especially your 2 bona fide NBA prospects, and for the program to get back to the tournament. And I would say it's not even just getting back. You need to win a couple again. At least one. We got to get at least one.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday on the Average Joe Sports Show. I think the expectation for Husker basketball next season is to make the tournament with a good seed.
Top 5. No lower than 5.
I would say 3 to 6. If you're
6?
between 3 to 6, you'll take it. Anything above that is holy cow, best season in Nebraska basketball history. But if you're between seeds 3 and 6 in the NCAA tournament, Husker fans would be, I mean, that's you're hitting expectations. They're gonna be excited about that. You get a 7 seed, okay, you're in the dance. 8 seed, a little disappointing.
I feel like it's one of those. It's one of those. I think it's another season, and I agree with you. 3 through 6 could be a 7. It's one of those seasons where there's no drama. You're getting into the last couple weeks of the season and you're in.
That's
the part.
That's the expectation.
You're in with a couple weeks to go, or whatever the time frame is, and then all you're doing the rest of the way out is improving your seeding.
Yeah. It's you don't want to be if you're a Husker fan, you don't want to be watching those bracketology reports come mid-February.
Because it will be deemed. And I know here's the deal. Expectations are rising. And the team is doing it, and Fred knows it. They're rising.
He wants the expectations
he wants that.
Rising. Yes, that's a good thing.
He wants that. But you don't want it to be deemed a step back if you're bubble watching. And it will be. That's why this stretch right now is so important. And I think the pressure is on that staff to get it right. Because I think Nebraska is a program where you have to get it right every single year. Whereas maybe we'll get to that point at some point in our future of our Husker program. Whereas like a Purdue could miss on somebody and still be fine. Where Nebraska, I think you have to hit.
I mean, but we are talking about a roster here, again, to put everything in perspective, where you are returning probably 7 guys that will be getting minutes next season. And that's rare. That's rare in the college basketball landscape.
I mean, you're going to be one of the deeper teams coming in the next year in the Big Ten.
We can list the names. It's Frager, it's Sanford, it's Jacobson, it's Asijan, it's Leo, it's Oogie, and then I should say the 7th guy who I think will probably get minutes next year is Colin Rice.
Yeah,
a guy that you're bringing in as a true freshman. You look at him; he seems to be the heir apparent to what Price Sanford does on your basketball team. So I think that's a guy that's a true freshman, probably get some minutes for you next year. So seven guys
that are already here, committed, done.
So that's what Nebraska they can afford to be picky and choosy in the portal and get the right guys,
and not overpay
two to 3 to round out a 10-man rotation. And then hey, maybe you can bring in some guys as well that can go sit on the bench for a little bit, develop, and be contributors down the road for you.
Because Nebraska is tasked with, and the get it right piece, being picky piece, because Nebraska is taxed with, yes, increased NIL funds, but limited per se in the Big Ten. So it's selling the other part. It's a guy like that you look at, like Orm said, if there's a coach that can get you the NBA, it's Fred Hoiberg. That's part of the other part of this. That's part of the Nebraska sell that has to be. That doesn't come with, here's $4 million. Come play for me.
We look at a situation, and I'm going to go specific name here because you look at Fielder.
Yeah,
seems to be he's down to Washington and Nebraska. Look at what each team can sell.
Doesn't it feel like in that when you say that, and you go, slam dunk, Nebraska.
Washington's got, in terms of what they're willing to offer, it sounds like they're willing to offer more than Nebraska. They're willing to overpay for that guy, which, hey, the desperate team sets the market. So are you overpay? And if you're the highest bidder, you could argue that no one's, if you get the guy that's on the dotted line, you're not overpaying.
Do you feel like, I mean, you said you feel like you're in an episode of Storage Wars.
Yeah.
You overpay, you drop it on them.
Yeah, but guess what? You just found it in the storage shed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple wins.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Nebraska's the one that
and then
I got to get that shed.
And then Washington can sell the results of what they had with Hayden Steinbach last year. Say, hey, this is the big man we had last year. He's gonna be a lottery pick. We think you fit into that role. That's the second thing you can sell. What you can't sell at Washington is wins and relevancy.
Oh yeah, you cannot.
What you can sell at Nebraska is NBA developmental coach, a coach that will develop you to be an NBA type player, an offense that plays like a lot of teams in the NBA, and a team that was just in the Sweet 16.
A fan base,
and you know what?
Facilities.
If you're out there talking about guys that are deciding between playing for a winning basketball team and money, and they're picking money, is that a guy that's going to fit in on this Nebraska basketball roster anyway? There's the question for you.
The last 3 or 4 years, they've done a good job of, let's say, keeping the egos out of the locker room. He's an interesting one that'll be interested to watch, and how it and it's. I think it's hard in the portal ways, and all these universities are figuring out what's the purpose of the kid that you're recruiting to come play for you. Why they come, why they stay. Is it the money? Is it the I want to get to the league or whatever?
Let it be known, by the way, I think Nebraska and the kind of prediction there's out there for who's the Boston College kid's name?
I just saw, what is his name again?
Regardless, that's
Bowden Copy.
Yeah, Kapke.
Bowden Kapke.
There it is. Nebraska being in on him, I think, tells you what direction the Fielder sweepstakes.
Oh yeah, no, I that's a great point. I think Husker fans, if you're watching what you're seeing, they'll tell you without telling you what's going on.
Yeah, and that's why I'm sitting here.
Now,
that's why I'm sitting here asking the rhetorical question: do you want a guy that is picking the highest bidder over a winning basketball program that has a proven track record of developing NBA guys?
Yeah, you want a guy.
There's the rhetorical question for you.
It's a beautiful one.
Chew on that.
Chew on that. So much more to come as it's like back in the day when you just walk in and your parents were watching, or your mom was, or whoever was watching As the World Turns soap opera. This is what we're on right now. That's the portal, because it's ever changing, and I kind of picture it also like a Jerry Lewis telethon. like Nebraska's coaches are all sitting there with all their own phone. They're waiting for it to ring. Actively working the phones right now. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, do some This Day in Sports.
This hour's winning word: star.
It's
STAR.
I am so glad.
Star.
I am so glad they had to do that. Aren't you?
They've never asked me to do it.
You've been so.
I've never had to do it.
Bless you, sir. You've been. Consider yourself. It wasn't bad. I laugh, but it's just time consuming.
Yeah. Just sit there. Star.
Oh.
STAR.
It's like one of those tasks when you're like, it's like doing chores.
It's tedious.
It's just tedious. It's like I got a list of chores to do. Which one do I want to put first and last?
Are there any of the tedious chores that you can find some enjoyment in?
I don't know. That's a great question.
It's not as tedious. Doing the dishes, depending on my mood, I can find some enjoyment in.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great. Like the dishes are fine. Like obviously, it's the one you have to clean in the sink.
Yeah.
When you're looking like you just baked something or you look at that pan and go, crap. It's the last thing and everybody stares at it. That or my wife would tell you the tedious task because she does this when she folds laundry. She'll leave the socks. Socks are not her thing. She won't touch socks.
Really?
It's not that they're whatever. She just that's tedious to her. Pairing socks.
See, that's fair. I
like literally
whenever I'm folding laundry, I just make as the socks come out. I'm just making a sock pile. I'm making a sock pile. I do them.
You that one? You just do you do them? You actually fold the socks?
Yeah, I throw them in a pile, and then once I'm done with all the other laundry, it's much easier to pair up the socks. Until there's the one mismatched one that you don't know where the other player got to, and then I burn that sock.
Yeah. I have a buddy of mine that has just I don't know. My daughter. I always say socks have friends. Socks should have friends that match. My daughter is like, all my socks get along. That's what she told me one time. I go, what do you mean by all your? They like to say hi to each other. She's mismatched socks all the time.
It's not right. Yeah. It's not right.
Dishes for sure. I like that one.
Depending on the weather, sometimes mowing the lawn is actually enjoyable.
I like that.
Depending on the weather.
Yeah. See, I'm the guy, like if I want to feel like I'm working out. When it's like 90 out, I want to mow the lawn.
Really?
Just get that super good sweat on. Walk it and then you reward yourself at the end.
Shower beer.
Yes. Or shower kind of water.
Yeah. Get a lid on that thing.
I do. Oh yeah, we're lid this. Yeah, it gets a lid. It goes in like a sippy cup. There's rewards at the end of everything. Oh, I got this baseball. No, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna do baseball after that, but there's a great one.
Yeah, FloodX 10. I love mowing. Call me crazy. To me, mowing's fine. It's the brutally hot days that I can't do. Brutally hot mowing days, I want to die. You step outside, you start up that mower, and you go, oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it. Just that sweat piece. That's what it is.
Like this evening might be actually good mowing weather. I was considering that.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming back here though.
We got opening day today.
Hold that thought.
Oh, well done. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Oh, Shane Flexion. Good morning, guys. Good morning. We're talking about recording the words. Really doesn't sound like he had fun recording those words. It's a tedious task.
Again, this hour's word. Star. STAR. Star.
Yeah, when you get down to that level, 'cause at this point, you're in week 2.
You got 2 more weeks.
We're on the 8th day. I have a vision that being like, what, I don't know, how many words a day do you get?
It's 8 o'clock to 5. So it's 8, what, 9?
10.
10, cool.
So that's
bad math. That's why I was a broadcasting
70,
major.
80, 90. He's in like he's like word 120. Whap, whap, whap. Been there, done him.
I never. No one's ever heard my voice doing the words. I don't know when they're gonna ask me.
You heard me a few years ago, but that was it. Never more. They say you don't have to record him anymore. Woo!
It was you and Will alternating every hour.
Jill told us that one time. I gave her the we like high fived. What up? Hey, let's do some this day in sports. How about this? This day in 1940, going back, Indians pitcher Bob Feller hurls the first and only opening day no-hitter in Major League Baseball history. 1-0. They beat the White Sox at Comiskey Park.
I love this one, Hooksy. Think about this one. Do the math in your head. Back in 1912, the Pirates turned what I believe is the only 5-3-7 double play. Yep. Do the math.
Wait a minute. Where's he at? That's third base. Third?
5-3-7.
Third, first, left field. Explain.
The left fielder apparently was covering second base.
Oh, was he Was he the rover?
I guess. So he runs all the way in from left.
I wrote it down. I'm like, that doesn't make it. Well, sure.
Yeah. 5-3-7 double play. The Pirates turned that April 16th, 1912.
Wow. That's pretty good. Let's see. That's not a good one. Let's see. That was good. You got any more real quick?
I'm as far as I understand, that's the only 5-3-7 double play in MLB
I don't know how else it would happen. Left fielder's in the wrong spot. I feel like that would be like a 9U baseball game or a 10U baseball game.
Where
somehow
the shortstop got screwed up because the third baseman got the first. So the shortstop's in shallow left field. The second baseman is like looking at butterflies. And here comes the third baseman all-star player running in from left to go get the double play down.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. What kind of weird shift was on or something? I don't know. 5-3-7 though. 19.
On this day in 2003, what is going to sound funny, crazy, but if you remember, go back. In 2003, Washington Wizards' Michael Jordan played in his final NBA game in Philadelphia. He received a 3-minute standing ovation. Retirement time.
In 1983, Steve Garvey sets the NL record by playing in 1,118 consecutive games. So
how many?
1,118 consecutive games.
Wow.
Steve Garvey's that's 10 seasons?
Yeah.
9 seasons.
Wow.
9 seasons and change, whatever it is.
Definitely has changed now, but in 2019, in this day, Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson became the highest paid player in NFL history. 4-year, $140 million extension, including $65 million in signing bonuses, record at the time. It's been 23 years since Jordan's been gone.
In 1953, how about this for obscure? Phillies second baseman Connie Ryan goes 6 for 6 in a 14-12 defeat of the Pirates in Pittsburgh.
6 for 6.
I love when you get it's on some of these days like this where there's like not that much going on.
Yeah.
You get some obscure ones that come up like, oh, this guy in 1953 happened to go 6 for 6. Congrats, man.
There's a lot of no hitters. I miss like old school no hitters are on this thing.
Any birthdays on this day in sports history? Let's check.
Birthdays, it's your birthday. We got we can't go 2 consecutive days without somebody special's birthday.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Lou Alcindor, baby. Happy birthday.
He's 79, born in 1947, New York City.
I got to meet him one time. I'll have to tell you that
Oh,
story.
Bill Belichick turned 74 today.
Whoa! What do you do at that age for a birthday?
Now it finally goes.
That was a remix.
I clicked it 6 times before it finally went.
Wow, great stuff. Awesome. Coming up.
How about one more? Nope. Boris Diaw. Born in 1982.
Nice. 82.
Jonathan Vilma. Luol Deng. There's some good birthdays.
We got some good birthdays there. That's a fast hour. Coming up, we'll go around the diamond in baseball. Talk some more basketball and a whole lot more when we return.
Now, with flexible financing options for tomorrow. Ask Wellman Heating and Air Conditioning about Carrier Cool Cash incentives up to $1,700 and 0% financing. Contact Wellman to see how a new Carrier high-efficiency system may be the right solution for your home. Call Wellman Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier offers and rebates will vary. See Wellman for details. See what's possible at wellmanheating.com. Wellman Heating and Air Conditioning and Carrier for the world we share.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Save big money on everything at Menards. Brighten up your garage or workspace with a 6,000 lumen 3-panel LED light from GT Light. It's over 7 times brighter than traditional incandescent light bulbs and features 3 adjustable panels, allowing you to shine light where you need it most. Save big on GT Light LED utility bulbs. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Hey, it's Chris Schmidt. Find us with the Average Joe Sports Show, talking Big Red and beyond, Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 on KFOR, and can stream KFORnow.com.
Lincoln's local news, talk, sports, and weather station. FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR, and KFRX HD3. Lincoln.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. According to the International Energy Agency, Europe has maybe 6 weeks of jet fuel left, and flight cancellations could be coming soon if oil supplies remain blocked by the war. General Dan Kane, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, confirming that the U.S. military is turning ships around in the Strait of Hormuz and is ready to fight if it comes to that.
This blockade applies to all ships, regardless of nationality, heading into or from Iranian ports. The U.S. action is a blockade of Iran's ports and coastline, not a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth at the same Pentagon news conference saying to the Iranians,
while you are digging out, which is exactly what you're doing, digging out of bombed out and devastated facilities,
we are only getting stronger.
He says the U.S. is using the ceasefire to manufacture more weapons. There was a drop in the number of people applying for unemployment benefits last week. Layoffs remain at a historically low level despite the economic impact of the war. A lot of parents have been begging for more guardrails against predators on the hugely popular gaming platform Roblox. And now Roblox says it will tighten up protections for minors.
The state of Nevada had threatened to sue, saying Roblox had become a prime hunting ground for child predators. Attorney General Aaron Ford says Roblox has now settled.
A part of this agreement, all users must undergo age verification to ensure children only have access to age-appropriate content on the Roblox platform.
The company also will fund an in-house law enforcement liaison to respond to safety concerns related to the gaming platform. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
A judge in Austin, Texas, has ruled that Camp Mystic, scene of devastating and deadly flooding last summer, cannot tear down the cabins where 27 campers and counselors lost their lives. You're listening to ABC News.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code STATION25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code STATION25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code STATION25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
An update to Project O Street. Good morning. I'm Jeff Moats in Lincoln at this hour. Plenty of sunshine. Checking in now with 71 degrees at KFOR. Happening right now at City Hall, Mayor Larry Gaylor Baird, along with LTU Director Liz Elliott and other community leaders, are holding a news conference about Project O Street. Plus, they're also expected to make a special event announcement. We'll have more in KFOR News coming up next hour and online soon at KFORnow.com. A bill aimed at strengthening Nebraska's election laws and protect the state's ballot measure process from foreign interference was signed into law on Wednesday by Governor Jim Pillen.
Our elections are not for sale.
It's welcome news for Secretary of State Bob Evnen.
This bill will interfere with, impede, hopefully deter people from contributing, laundering, or receiving foreign money in ballot measures.
LB 927 also creates penalties for violations. Minutes after the break-in happened at the adult entertainment store Romantics off of 10th and High Street Wednesday morning, there was another burglary at Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Nebraska Parkway. According to Lincoln Police, the front door had been broken out and glass case inside was shattered. Several card cases have been opened and rummaged through. A rock was found inside the store as well. Surveillance video shows the suspect wearing the same clothing as the person. Gray shoes, black gloves, and carrying a black bag. Now, the estimated damage at Capital City Sports Cards of more than $3,500 to the door, case, and chair. The store is working to find out what items were stolen and their value. In sports, Lincoln East won their fourth straight Heartland Athletic Conference baseball title Wednesday evening by defeating Grand Island 1-0. This afternoon, sunshine and a high of 85, then increasing clouds tonight, a low of 58. Tomorrow, partly sunny, breezy, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. If they do develop, they could be strong to severe and a high of 72. I'm Jeff Moats, KFOR News.
Your chance at winning $1,000 is happening right now at Lincoln's KFOR. Just enter this winning word by texting it to 402-258-2800 and you could be our next 1K a day winner. Here is this hour's winning word.
Win. W-I-N-D. Win.
Now text that word to 402-258-2800 for your chance at $1,000 from Lincoln's KFOR.
Hi, David Brooks here, president and founder of Retire Smart, inviting you to join me and Chip Maxwell every Saturday morning at 7 or Sunday mornings at 6 for the Retire Smart radio show. We'll provide you answers to your most pressing retirement questions and help you navigate ever uncertain financial times. Don't just retire, retire smart. That's Saturday mornings at 7.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup, hour number 2. You're feeling it now. I think it's the weather. Hey. Weather, big weekend coming up, baseball weekend. Portal season open up. I'm sure you got games. You behind the dish this weekend?
No, I got KF4 working.
That's a lot. Beautiful. It looks like really nice. Looks like some of that weather probably is less and less chances now. I'm seeing it for the Friday showers.
Just a bummer. We were talking yesterday afternoon. Think about the intimidation factor of a Midwestern thunderstorm rolling through for a team from Southern California. They ain't never seen nothing like that before.
True story.
Yeah, we got 70-mile-per-hour winds, lightning, and hail. Enjoy riding back to the hotel in the bus with that going on.
They're all there.
You're shaking the rest of the weekend, looking up at the sky.
I want the sirens to go off one good time for them.
Exactly. That is one thing that, like, I love it when it happens College World Series time. I think everyone from around the country that has never experienced a Midwestern thunderstorm is missing out.
Oh, yeah.
One Midwestern thunderstorm will change your life.
They hit differently.
Mm-hmm.
They hit differently, believe me. Not being from here, the first time they came rolling through, they hit differently. They give you a little, if you're not used to that, a little anxiety of like, you know, like I'm still that way a little bit just because of the way I grew up and coming in. Like I hear that thing going on, and my kids and my wife run outside.
It feels like God's wrath is coming to the Midwest whenever that first like big time thunderstorm rolls through with the big winds, the straight line winds, you got the hail coming down, the lightning and the thunder.
They just like run outside, like, yeah, let's go. I'm like cautiously sitting back. The garage goes open, both cars go open, and they're sitting in the back. My kids are crazy enough, the boys crazy enough to be running. They like try to like sprint back and forth across the garage. You guys are crazy.
I'm a front porch sitter for thunderstorms.
You're what?
A front porch sitter.
Okay.
Go sit on the front porch.
Is that what you do on the front porch?
No time to run inside.
I just want to clarify.
Sitter.
Fertilizer.
SITTER.
That
front
is
porch sitter.
Not the keyword. It's wind. WIND.
Which also fitting for thunderstorms.
Wind. WIND. 402-258-2800. 10 o'clock keyword chance to win $1,000. Let's go around the diamond in baseball. Speaking of baseball.
Oh, I didn't check. Did my Rockies win last night?
Let's say no.
No, they did not. So their losing streak now goes to 6 consecutive.
Yeah.
Oof. They're competitive in most of them, though. You know,
that'll get you where you need to be. Just kind of look at divisions right now and what's happening around baseball and some stories with it. This is a crazy one. So I'm watching last night. I did catch myself watching a little late night baseball last night. Dodgers Mets show. I caught myself doing because it was Shohei on the bump. I heard this is how good he's been. Obviously not pitching last year, so whatever. I need to go back and see how many starts or whatever. So in the 5th inning last night, he walked the leadoff guy. And the announcer says that is Shohei's first leadoff walk as a Dodger. I need to go back to how many innings he's pitched. That's incredible. To go that long, that many innings probably for never having a leadoff walk as a Dodger.
To be fair, there was the one season where he wasn't pitching.
Yeah, that's what I said. That last year he wasn't pitching or the year. And I get that, but like still, I mean, the number of innings to do that is impressive. I had to rewind it to hear him say it again. I'm like, what did he say? Because I'm downstairs by myself. What did he say? Pretty impressive though. Looking at the East right now, as we all know, our man YZ is out there. I'm not sure what game he's getting to see, but he's out there in Boston as his Boston Red Sox are 7-11. They did win last night. They got a win last night. Hopefully he was there
I
for
think
that one.
Red Sox probably a good example this year of not overreacting to the first week of the season.
Yeah, because that division, by the way, as bad as they've been, that division, nobody has taken that division over. As you look at the top right now, percentage points, it's 10-7.
It's been a bad start for the Red Sox. They're 3.5 games back.
Yeah, I mean,
they could be back in contention of that division after this weekend.
Yes, it'll flip. That's baseball for you.
Given it's the Yankees for them. Is that early next week or is that this weekend? I know they got the
it's
Yankees.
this weekend. That's why he's there. That's why he's there.
Okay. You go get the Yankees in 3 games and you overtake them at the top for second in the division, and you'd be if the Rays sweep, you'd be a half game behind the Rays. That's why you don't overreact.
You don't overreact. Central right now, again, same kind of thing you're looking at. You look at the bottom of that 6-12. The White Sox again, no chance there, but 11-8 Minnesota, 10-9 Cleveland, 9-9. But this is great. But 9-9 Detroit on a 5-game winning streak. They were 4-9 on there. Kansas City still hanging in there, 7-3. They're coming on a losing 3 games.
Yeah, they've lost 7 of the last 10. Still not panic time.
Not panic time.
At least not the White Sox.
Again, they're sitting there. They find themselves 3.5 out. Right, White Sox are whatever. I think the interesting one is that West right now. When you look at the West, how that thing is kind of all over the place. You've got the A's 10-8 sitting at the top right now. Texas 9-9, Angels 9-10, Seattle 8-11.
The huge potential game this afternoon with the A's and the Rangers, and it's early season, so like how huge is it? But 4 games set between those two teams. A's currently have a 2-1 series lead there. I guess rubber match of sorts coming tonight. If the A's take that, they would really give themselves some clearance on the top of that division. But the A's, I mean, it's been some impressive results. They swept the Mets. They took 2 of 3 against the Yankees. They're playing good ball right now.
Speaking of that, the Yankees and talking about the Angels, have you been watching Mike Trout lately?
I know I've not been watching him, but I know he's been playing well.
He did something that has not been done in Yankee Stadium since 2013. He homered twice on Monday, hit another on Tuesday, 4 home runs in the series, and he has done the first opposing player since then to homer in 3 consecutive games.
Really?
In Yankee Stadium since 2013. When
I'm surprised it's been that long.
When Miggy did it. Miguel
Cabrera
did it. But yeah, he's been on a little tear right now when you see what he's doing. And you get that good feeling for a guy like that has been through so many injuries and was destined to be one of the greats and still a really good baseball player. Out in the East.
And quickly, before we move on from the AL West, and as I'm not sure what screaming is going on outside my door right now, that was loud, right? Is that just me?
I don't know what that was.
The AL West looks like it's going to be competitive as hell this year.
Yeah, it is. It's
Mariners are at the bottom of the division. They're playing better ball. Still not great.
They're still lost 2 straight.
I think people are expecting the Astros and the Mariners to both pick it up. Then you have the Angels sitting there right around 500. Rangers at 500.
Yeah,
Athletics at 10-8. That division looks like it could be up for grabs come late summer.
Very interesting for sure. It's still right now early. It's given the Mariners 75% chance to not only make the playoffs, but 50% chance to win the division as well. The East in the NL East is kind of not. I don't know if it's surprising. I think it is a little bit when you look at the way these teams are added up right now. There's only one team above 500, the Braves, and they're injured 12-7, really knocking the cover off the baseball right now, setting the tone with some that. But 9-10 Martin, 8-10 Philly, 8-10 Washington. 7-12 Mets.
Wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest. I think I picked the Mets to win this division. I feel terrible about that pick right now.
They're right now predicted. Again, a lot going on. So many more ways. They lost last night. I think, aren't they without Soto right now? I think they're without Juan Soto, but they're only giving them 18% chance to make the playoffs right now. And it's early. I'll give those, and it's early.
They're 3-6 at home.
There's so many surprises, and we'll get to that. Like, what's the most surprising story of which team right now? How about the Central? Early, 18 games in, but you got 2 at the top. The 2 probably ones you're like, oh, what are they doing at the top right now? And it's the 11-7 Pirates and Reds.
What? Connor Griffin. He looks like he's going to be a problem for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's see. He's 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's only hitting 189, but some of his exit velo stats Like it looks like a guy that just feels like he needs 50, 60 more at bats before he starts picking it up. You know,
just get it
the type of
broken.
guy
In.
that
Just get it broken.
As a 19-year-old, still playing with that confidence, just needs to see some more MLB arms
just to get it broken in.
It looks like he's gonna be really, really good.
Really, really good. Again, way early. As you look at the teams at the bottom, they're 9-9, by the way, and they're 2 games out. And that's the 2 favorites of the division, the Brewers and the Cubs. Something special must be going on outside. Did we miss something? As we go through this, obviously you got a couple of teams really playing good out west. You got food? They're all in there. Out west, a couple of teams really playing some really good baseball. Obviously, the Dodgers at 14-4. You've got the Padres have caught some fire out there at 12-6, 7 straight wins, 9 out of 10. Arizona 11-8. Then you got the other 2, 6-12. Look at that, those divisions, but a lot going on in baseball. As you look at some of those stories and some of those stats out there, Yankees are looking maybe to get one of their guys back soon. Garrett Cole set to begin his rehab assignment, which will add to what they got going on. We figure out what's going on out there.
There seems to have been some sort of. Well, I know what type of food it is. Food was delivered.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why everybody's like.
I saw boxes of salad out there. I'm like, why are you that excited for salad? I mean, okay. By the way, we do have Dave on the line here hanging out with us.
Dave?
Yeah.
Is it Dave? What up, Dave?
Hey. How you guys doing? Hey, while you're talking baseball, one of my favorite movies was on last night, Moneyball.
Love that movie.
Great movie.
That is such a great movie. If you watch the whole thing and listen, it's got good strategy in it, and it's really truthful, about guys getting on base,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just amazing how you watch games today, and it's the truth, Guys that get on base got a chance to score,
Where does
I don't remember who it was on TV, but they did the dimensions of the outfield and the infield when a ball is hit. They did the percentage on, like, it can get an out in the outfield or the infield because your players can move left or right. But when you walk a guy, you don't give your outfield or infield a chance to get an out,
Oh.
And when I was pitching, my coach used to always tell me, you can always tell an umpire how he's going to call the game by the first 2 batters. He's either not calling the high strike, low strike, or the corners,
Yep.
And some pitchers, they just can't adjust to that. They just keep trying to throw to the same area. But look at Creighton. They lost last night because they walked batters,
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to call and say baseball. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. Thanks, brother, man.
Okay.
Thanks for calling, man. Have a great one.
Okay, you too.
Oh, Dave. Good old Dave out there still hanging out with us, man. We appreciate you.
And he nails it as an umpire. It's how it tends to be. You're either going to get up or you're going to get down,
Mhm.
and you're either going to get out or you're going to get in.
Yep. Speaking of that,
That's just in. Yeah, he's 100% right.
Yep.
Some pitchers can adjust, and then they get frustrated, and that's a short appearance for those guys. Where does quickly Moneyball being on TV? Where does Moneyball rank in your best baseball movies ever?
man,
It's up there in sports movies.
it's
as
up
well.
there in sport because it's like it's. How do you classify it, right? Because it's true versus a baseball movie that's not fiction, right? Because I'm a big fan of For the Love of the Game.
Ooh.
Which is not going to make a lot of people's top 5 baseball movies. I loved that movie. Because I think a lot of people are going to go to Bull Durham, Major League. Major League is my favorite movie of all time, by the way.
Major League, yeah.
The first one, and I'm done with the rest.
Yeah. Major League, Moneyball, Field of Dreams. I'm with you on Field of Dreams.
I'm a take it or leave it. I will watch it, but I'm not. It doesn't make my 5.
The Sandlot.
Woo-hoo, put it up there, baby.
Yep.
Put it on the board. Yes.
Bad News Bears.
The original. That's it.
Oh yeah, not the new one. New one's not good.
That's in the 5.
Am I missing anything? Let's Google this. Oh, The Rookie.
Nope.
You don't like The Rookie?
I'm all right with it. It's fine. It's cute.
I like The Rookie.
I'm a cute one with my kids. It's cute.
For the Love of the Game
here's
comes
another
up here
one.
high in this list.
How about this? This is one. The Natural.
I like The Natural.
Woo!
I like The Natural.
That's a good one. The Natural's a good one.
The Benchwarmers.
Yeah, it's funny enough to be like my kids love it.
I
My
like that
boys,
movie.
if I say, "Hey, Benchwarmers on," they'll stop what they're doing and run in and watch that movie.
Mr. 3000.
Take it or leave it.
I'm kind of the same way. But I think Moneyball might be that's probably number one.
Me, I'd go Major League.
I go Moneyball, and
Major
then
League's
I go
at the top.
and then I think I go Sandlot and then Major League.
I'd probably go.
I love Sandlot.
I'd go Major League.
What Angels in the Outfield?
It's cute.
It's cute. It's fun.
Jeez, I just did that, didn't I?
Telling you, it's iconic.
Yeah, it is. It's a good ones. Speaking of that, you back to umpires. They did release some data for you. Entering Wednesday, there were 1,050 ABS challenges. Success rate, 54%. So it's a touch better than 50%, right? So roughly one of every 74 pitches has been challenged. Okay. And they're averaging about a little over 4 challenges per game.
And I know it's not 100% of the time that guys are challenging. They you know, because you saw the one where the guy almost had the immaculate inning and they challenged it anyway. And then there's been some occasional weird ones where the player is not trying to challenge, but the umpire sees it as a challenge and they go for it. But would lead you to believe that players are only right to be angry about missed balls and strikes in years past about 50% of the time.
Yep. Listen to this breakdown. Ready for this? Want a good breakdown? They broke it down. Hitters, catchers, pitchers. Hitters of this group, they broke them all down. I figure you're gonna nail these. Hitters have had 475 challenges. What's the hitter success rate?
It's less than 50%.
It is 47.
Yeah.
Catchers, 554 challenges.
I'll put that closer to like 60 something.
60%.
Yeah.
Pitchers, there's 21 of these out there.
21 of these, they're going to be sub 50%.
Yeah, 48. Yeah. Nailed them all. I just think it's interesting.
I mean, that's as a guy who calls balls and strikes a good amount, that feels about right to me. The catcher usually knows. The catcher's better about it. Now, they're not always right. There are definitely times when I'm like, catcher, I don't know what you're arguing with me here. Where did that one miss? That's in the other batter's box.
Yeah, it's in the other batter's box.
It's in the other batter's box, man. Don't try to get that one on me. But yeah, the guy I trust the least to know what a ball and a strike is the pitcher. Batters will be frustrated too. But yeah, I trust the pitcher the least amount. You're 60 feet 6 inches away.
Yes. How far are you away?
Yeah, and you're biased.
And you think everything's a strike.
Yeah.
I pitched.
Yeah.
I pitched.
The pitcher's the least accurate. The batter sometimes has a point. The catcher's the guy out. Like, as a home plate umpire, I even tell the catcher before the game, I'm like, hey, if you think something's a strike and I'm not giving it to you, talk to me back here. I'm willing to, like, of all the perspectives I'm willing to take, not the coach, not the batter, not the pitcher, I will listen to the catcher.
A couple other of the analytics that are out there when they talk about the timing of the game. I think that was a big concern with challenges. It is hovering just a little up this year. It is up. In 23, it averaged around 2 hours 36 minutes to 2 hours 39 minutes in that. We're up to 2:42, so a little bit of that out there. And then this, I think this is interesting. I think hitters are adjusting, maybe a little bit. Maybe I think umpires are locking in more now. You can see it. They're getting data. They're locked in. Swing rates are down. It says maybe they're honed in. The league average swing rate through Saturday is 47.2% to 47.8%. Okay. That was 21 to 25, right? Between about 47%. It's down to 46.2 this year.
That's a big change.
Lowest in a full 162 season since 2014.
They have what? I wonder what the swing rate is on pitches outside the zone.
It doesn't say. They're down. Yeah, be interested to see what that is. Walks are up based on the swing rates being down. Walks are up, but also strikeouts are up again. But I think that all goes to ABS's flipping counts.
Well, and also pitchers are nastier than they've ever been. Like, what's I feel like 300 isn't the benchmark for being a good hitter anymore. It's probably like 275. 280. A guy batting above 280, it's a pretty good hitter.
280. Oh, right now?
Yeah.
270.
Yeah, okay, that's like that used
Not
to be
even 280.
That used to be 300.
300 was the
used
mark.
to be the number. Now it's
Do you think that'll change the mark of the Hall of Fame? Because
20 years down the road,
you used to
probably.
put it in your mind, okay? Like I think going like, and it's evolved with the player and everything's evolved with pick all that. But it used to be like hit 300, hit 400 home runs, you're in the Hall of Fame. Then it went to like still hit 300, and I got 500 was the mark. Will it go to like? Because I think you're going to see guys go into the Hall of Fame, 270, 265, hit 600 home runs, and they struck out 5,000 times, whatever it is. The mark of the Hall of Fame, I think, is going to change.
OBP. On base plus slugging is the new batting average.
New batting average. You're right.
That was whenever they were doing the Nebraska-Oregon series. Did you notice whenever they were pulling up stats for hitters, that was the first stat that was pulled up and not average? I went, first off, whoever's running the graphics department knows ball. But it was OBP and then batting average whenever they're listing the stats for the Huskers and the Oregon hitters. And I went, that's the way of baseball now. OBP matters more. It is the batting stat.
It is the batting
stat. It is the batting stat.
We will praise an umpire. In this article, CBS Sports has the article out there if you want to take a peek at it. There is one umpire they praise in here. Again, there's probably more, but David Rackley has seen 1,538 pitches behind the plate. That's second most in baseball. Players are only 5 of 19 in his challenges. They're only 26% against him. How about that? The other two are Will Little and John Tupain have called roughly 900 pitches this year, and they're only 1 out of 10 on both of those guys. So there are some guys out there that, again, I think there's more, but those are the elite right now.
And I could look this up. It'll probably take me a little bit, but I'd venture to say those umpires are all 3 of them probably below the age of 50.
Is there not can you just guarantee it? We should look that up during the break. We'll have to look that up.
Bill Rackley?
Bill Rackley. I'll give the name. Let me go back in. I'll give you all the names. FloodX Tim, by the way, when you're doing that, says Major League for the love of the game, Moneyball, Sandlot, Natural. Yeah, I like that. That's a good list. I think mine would almost mirror that list. FloodX Tim.
Rackley is 44.
Okay, let me get you that one. Sorry, I'm going back to the article. So you nailed that 44. One below 50. Let's go. Oh, sorry. This. Praise of umpire. Let's go with Will Little. Will Little.
Will Little is 42.
Boom. John Tumpane. Tumpane.
Tumpane is 42.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
but you've already talked about that. You've mentioned that before about
3 of the younger umpires in the MLB right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're kind of nailing it.
They came up in an era where you had less leeway on what a strike zone was as an umpire. They're used to, throughout much of their careers, coming back to the locker room after the game and getting the balls and strikes reports. You get that in college baseball. You get that in pro baseball now. I should say high-level college baseball and pro baseball. Whenever you get back to the umpire's changing room, the locker room after the game, they will give you a printout of your ball and strike accuracy based on what the in-house TrackMan data is saying. Mm-hmm. They grew up in that era. I guess came up as an umpire in that era is the best way to put it. And you see the results. Throughout much of their careers, they've been getting instant feedback on their strike zones game after game after game after game. A lot of those umpires, the time in which they're getting instant feedback has been, they spent more time umpiring without that than with that.
Mm-hmm. So
it's an adjustment for them.
It's great stuff coming out. What is you guys at the local level evaluations like?
There's a number of guys that have been umpiring for a long time, usually in the older end of things, that they give you an entire sheet. It's like a grading rubric of a whole bunch of different things they're evaluating, and you either get like exceptional, good, needs improvement, bad, and they'll go and grade you out on everything that you have, from appearance, mechanics, what your zone looks like, accuracy of calls, all these things that they grade you. So you get an evaluation. You're supposed to have one every 2 years. I'm due for one. I was due for one last year. I'm due for one this year. I'm not sure if they surprise you when they come out there. So it's not like you don't know until you show up to the field. Oh, I'm getting evaluated today.
Oh, there he is. Clipboard man.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping to get evaluated here in a couple weeks. We'll see.
Awesome. All right. Well, because it's opening day for us today. Opening night. First game. Pretty excited about it with the weather.
What time are you guys playing?
5:30.
I wonder if you guys have umpires yet.
5:30. I don't even know. You know what? Outside my department, I think it's 5:30.
It looks like you guys already have umpires.
Man, are you out there today? No, you're not, are you? Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's a 5:30 start. Opening night. My second 11U debut as a pitching coach.
See, if I was umpiring for you guys, tight zone for Hooksy.
Tonight's the night because we're going to take a break in a minute. But we'll come back. Let's do that. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Surf a little football news when we come back.
Speaking of 11U pitching coaches, a couple years ago now, there was one 11U pitching coach that did not like my zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him distinctly. And he was yelling at his pitcher, but he was yelling at me because he didn't like my zone.
Oh, yeah. It's the one I'm directing at you here, but I want you to hear it.
Yeah, where he just throw fastballs down the middle. You're not going to get anything else. And we're being like, this is 11U base. Are you telling him to try to paint the corner with curveballs? Like, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Hooksy. 11U does not feel like the age where you should be asking to paint the corner with curveballs.
I just ask you, my number one rule at 11U is pitch to contact.
Yeah.
We will work in and out, but it's not.
Coach yelling, just throw fastballs down the middle, and me being like, this is 11U baseball, man.
The things that I don't do as a pitching coach is I'm not teaching your kid the curveball, and I'm going to teach him to pitch to contact. We will work corners the best we can. To me, there's an evolution of pitching for young kids. I have and again, not that I'm whatever, right? But I have a kind of a mantra of how I do it each year.
So are you guys at Sandhills tonight?
Yeah.
Which team are you?
Cyclones 11U.
White or black?
Black.
Black? Oh, no, there is still one umpire needed for your game tonight.
Black.
I can't sign up, but.
Yeah, you have the Average Joe Sports Show tonight.
Hmm.
Yeah, not the one like tonight. And also, by the way, I'm a pitch count guy. I'm an early season guy that looks past it. Tonight, based on pitch count, like we're in a 1-1-1-1-1-1 situation tonight with our guys.
Do you have any tournament? You have tournament this weekend?
No, we have a doubleheader on Saturday, but still, it's still like building up.
Be careful with it. Yeah.
Yeah, build up the live ABs. First tournament next weekend. Yeah, we are Sandhills tonight, Beatrice tomorrow, Saturday. Which is why I have to go. Not have to go. That's why. Just want to go real quick. Nope. Welcome back to the morning hookup. What are you waiting for? Put the keyword in. Win. WIND. Text it to 402-258-2800. I was just thinking about baseball. I know we'll dance around it here for a minute. This weekend series with Mass US. We're going to talk a lot about it tomorrow. How long do you think? When will it be, or is it playing it close to the vest right now? Is that Coach Bolt's hanging on to that rotation? without Ty Horn in it this week? Because I know they'll announce it, but how long do you think he'll be like, all right, I'm going to hang on to this for a little bit?
You'll announce Friday afternoon.
Like, I think Yas is going to go Friday.
I think it's Katsky.
How about Yasa throwing hard in a little bit breezier, colder conditions?
I like betting on the guy, though, moving forward. Maybe it's just a one weekend type thing. I like betting on the guy moving forward that has shown the highest ability to get into the 6th or through the 6th, which is Katsky.
Which I agree with you on that for sure. I was just looking at weather like, man, you get a hard throwing guy with those West Coast kids coming to town.
Katsky's efficient. He's not afraid of contact. Just the guy that I feel the most confident on the staff is going to go get you at least into the 6th, if not further. And that's what I think you want on a Friday night. Personally, that's what I'm.
I agree. At. I agree.
I do like Yasa setting the tone, but I also like Yasa in a potential Saturday where you need you're down 1-0 in the series, and you need one to have that hard throwing guy that can generate a little fear in hitters. And then if you have a guy that went 7 innings the night before, 6 and change, whatever it may be, you turn it over to the bullpen a little earlier if your wild guy does end up being wild. And that's the one thing with Yasa.
Yep.
Is Yasa, whenever he's off, he's wild.
Yes. And the wind might affect it or however the case is.
So I don't like having a guy that Yasa, if he's on, man, what a way to set the table for the weekend. If he's off, it can screw your entire weekend.
Yep. I think it's imperative in these games to watch as well the starts of these games, what you're just alluding to a little bit there, is how they get off to a start, especially on the bump. They can stack some zeros pretty quick. Get ahead. Probably, I assume seeing big-time crowds this weekend at the ballpark. Weather looks to be conducive for good baseball.
Sunday's going to be great. With the weather in Nebraska, I should knock on some wood.
Yeah,
here.
you just messed it up.
Knock on some wood here because anything can change between now and Sunday. But Sunday looks
messed it all up.
Sunday looks incredible.
Messed it all up.
And even Saturday is turned into a day that it was supposed to be like low 50s. Now we're looking at high 50s, 57 degrees and sunny on Saturday.
It looks beautiful. But I mean, I think Saturday's what, 60-ish and a little bit cooler.
Saturday's 57 is what I'm seeing right now. Then Sunday, we're talking 68, 69 degrees.
I think it's going to be a good weekend, a great weekend, especially when you look at the weather. Not too long from the NFL draft, Elijah.
A week from tonight, we'll be having first round. Okay.
All right. I knew you had some thoughts.
I do have some thoughts.
That's why we put it on the sheet.
I saw a mock draft a couple days ago. It only had one Husker getting drafted.
In the entire draft?
In the entire draft. Emmett Johnson was the only one they had going.
Whoa.
I
think that's the
I
case.
think we get 2. I think Emmett Johnson gets drafted.
Emmett's going for sure.
Deshaun Singleton. I got Singleton getting drafted. Now, Sierra Wright's another name that I think whoever ends up with him will be happy. Sierra Wright, what he seemingly lacks a little bit in prototypical NFL defensive back size, speed, athleticism, he makes up. That guy knows the game. That guy is an instinctive cornerback, which it's a little tougher at the NFL when you go up against the best of the best. But I think whoever ends up with Sierra Wright's going to be happy.
They're going to go, we got to steal. That's interesting. Only one Husker going. Was it Mel Kiper?
No, it was let's see. 7-round mock draft. It's Dane Brugler. It's from The Athletic. I think you get 2. You get Emmett plus either Deshaun or Sierra. I think it's probably going to be Deshaun Singleton.
What are they ranking?
We'll see.
Let's look at the player rankings for. Yeah, they got Singleton ranked. Probably in the 10 to 12 in the safety room right now. 6'3", 205 listed.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a deep room when you look at it with a guy like Caleb Downs at the top.
And how many safety needy teams are there?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's the bigger question.
Then with Sierra, I mean, defensive backs are so deep every single year. There are so many defensive backs that come out on a year-to-year basis. It's hard to stand out if you're not like an athletic specimen.
Yeah, and they don't have. I mean, I think the top 20 right now. They don't have him in that room. And then I'm just looking at CBS. I just grabbed a real quick one. I mean, obviously, running backs. You're still looking at. They've got Emmett, who's moved up some with some talk.
Is he 3?
They got him 7.
Oh, you should be higher than that.
I think so too.
I
Love, Price, Allen, Coleman, Claiborne. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6. I apologize. Love, Price, Allen, Coleman out of Washington, Claiborne out of Wake Forest, and then Emmett Johnson.
I think Emmett probably goes either third or fourth running back off the board. I think he's behind Love, Price, and then he's going to be there with Allen, Katron Allen. Mm-hmm. Kind of similar. I see both Katron and Emmett Johnson going probably top end of that third round. Probably where I see him going. See, Love's a first round guy, which someone's going to overpay for him.
Somebody's going to grab him quick.
If recent history has shown us anything, it's that top 10 is still not where you want to pick a running back. You're not going to get the rewards of having a top 10 running back until other things on your team are fixed. I mean, look at Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
He was great in New York. He was not needed for what New York needed at that time. He goes out to Philly and he balls out. You look at Bijan Robinson, another guy that didn't really splash until some other issues on that team got fixed. And it's, as you look at the Falcons potentially paying a second contract, is Bijan a guy that
I've seen
you need to spend your salary cap on?
No, and you're right. Every mock draft you're looking around that I'm going back and forth between CBS and ESPN at this point, and they've got, they're really, really high on Love in that 4 spot to Tennessee.
I think Tennessee's got a lot bigger issues than running back. That's the only spot in the top 10 where I'm like, you know what, that could be a good landing spot for Love was the Chiefs at 9. But by them going and signing Kenneth Walker, I think it tells you they're either going O-line or wide receiver at number 9, I think. Maybe you go get, Caleb Downs probably won't be there still, you think?
I don't think so. I think Downs ends up a Giant. Mock drafts right now. Oh, I'll bring up CBS right now. They've got let's see. They got one is predicting. I mean, there's a multiple mock draft. One does Downs at 9 going to the Chiefs. Another one doesn't even have him on. Like, where's he at?
Let's see. This one's got Downs going at 5 to Ohio State from the Athletic. To the Giants at 5.
Yep.
They have the Titans taking David Bailey from Texas Tech, which I like that pick a lot more than Jeremiah Love.
Yep.
You got the Cowboys taking Sonny Styles. That would be a trade from Cleveland. They have the Commanders then taking Jeremiah Love. That's a landing spot that I could see.
Yes.
Wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate it for Love.
Nope.
And they have the Saints taking Carnell Tate, and then they have the Chiefs taking Ruben Bain from Miami.
I think one of those other conversations that are going to be had as it approaches is how many quarterbacks get taken. Obviously, you don't know, but you feel pretty confident that the number 1 pick will go Mendoza.
Yeah.
And then the second guy is going to be an interesting one is Ty Simpson. That's the conversation. A lot of where you see it, it looks like possibly Pittsburgh might make that leap.
So, Ty Simpson strikes me as that between 18 and 32.
And you're nailed it because it's got like one has him at 21 going to Pittsburgh, and then there's a mock trade that he goes to 32. But it's either going to be Pittsburgh or somebody trades up. I don't think Simpson gets out of the first round, though. I think somebody will jump in on that back end of the first round and go take him. I agree.
That's where I'm at with Simpson. Pavia is probably a 3rd, 4th round guy.
Just that name and hearing him say that just makes me laugh. But you're right. He probably is in that mix.
So somebody will take the chance on a winner and hope that you don't get the locker room drama.
Which you will get. So, all right, good stuff, man. We'll be talking NFL draft as we continue along the week and leading up to it to be a lot more talk, a lot more buzz around. And I'm sure somebody will sneak into the first round that we haven't even thought about. And because I just watch those teams late in those rounds, especially second and third. Those are the front offices that make moves. They find those players that put them in championships. Whole lot more to come with that. So let's take a break, come back, do stories that we missed. Yeah, buddy. No. See the leaderboard here. What's going on? Leaderboard. PGA Tour is so smart on how they map this thing out. You played the Masters last week, right? You know what they throw in this week? It's RBC Heritage, but it's a signature event.
I love every. Don't they tee it off with the cannon shot at RBC?
It's awesome.
Heritage?
Yep. They do it, and it's also a jacket. You get a jacket, like the plaid jacket thing, but it's a signature event. It's a $20 million purse. Last week was $22.5 million. So it's good because you get everybody back in it. I mean, Spieth, Oberg. I'm sure. I think that I think he hasn't teed off yet, but all the guys are there that made it. I couldn't verify it or not, but they're like, there's like these pictures that are like Brooks Koepka is the first alternate. And it sounds like there's pictures of him like apparently on the grounds sitting at like a patio table waiting for the call.
We're coming back here, but we also need to talk live.
Oh. Welcome back in the morning. Hookup. A few moments left. Hanging out with us on a Thursday. I mentioned during the stream we're talking about golf. It's a signature event this week. So if you're out and you want to watch golf, most of the stars are back. The $20 million purse. Scotty Scheffler's out now. Roy McIlroy not sure he's recovered yet from his Masters party probably. But everybody else is playing out there. But which leads by so much intrigue. We mentioned this yesterday. There were rumblings about Live Golf. What the announcement might be, because it was some type of announcement they were talking about. Is Live Golf shutting down is the question.
Well, the Saudi investment firm has seemingly pulled their money from Live Golf. And there were questions about whether this event down in Mexico City would even happen this weekend.
Yes. Now, the CEO has come out and said, and he's committed to one thing. It will be the 26th season will be completed. It is funded. What does that mean going forward?
It's not the vote of competency. This season's good.
Well, you're good now. You're good now.
Well, at this point, why would anyone new want to invest in Live Golf?
No.
It's the second fiddle golf tour that is paying money out the wazoo for events that people don't care about.
It's lacking star power all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
obviously they're also citing part of the war, the situation that's going on over there.
But the quote unquote stars in that league, whenever they come and compete with guys in the PGA, in the U.S. Open, and the Masters, they show themselves to not be stars.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You have names, you don't have stars. Like John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, great names. Their play doesn't back it up. Rahm didn't even win an event last year.
No. And he hasn't played well. He played well, you know. They said the league has reported received more than $5 billion from the PIF, with losses estimated in the hundreds of millions of dollars each year. The long-term financial element has been difficult for Liv, which has not received substantial media rights or ticketing revenue during its first 4 years. That's where the failure came in this whole thing. And whether it's however it happened, their lack of big TV deal crushed that league.
Yep.
And at some point, here's the thing. At some point, business people get smart. They don't like to keep losing. You might have all the money and endless funds in the world. They don't like to lose money multiple years in a row.
Well, and they were willing to lose money for the first few years.
Yeah, but now
the league got its footing. There is no path that I see in my eyes where Liv can overtake the PGA Tour, and that's what needed to happen.
Do you think
Liv needed to overtake the PGA Tour?
Did not.
Do
you think that it's getting now? There's people out of saying, "Man, Brooks Koepka and Patrick Reed knew exactly what they were doing."
Yeah,
maybe why Brooks is willing to come back and take the fine. Now, there's a lot of other factors. I know with family and things like that, but you're starting to see that writing on the wall a little bit. That's a story to follow. Obviously, right now they're saying, "Hey, you're good through the end of the year."
And you know what the best part is, Hooksy? Do you feel bad for any of these Live golfers that their league's going to crumble and the PGA is not going to welcome them back with open arms?
Nope.
I don't feel bad for them in the slightest.
No. And look, there's people that are mad. I think it was I can't remember which former golfer that's mad that they're mad that even Brooks Koepka's back or Patrick Reed are able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they should be banned for life.
I agree. Hey, congrats.
By the way,
you got your generational wealth from Live Golf.
Yep.
Your golf career is now effectively
now
over.
I do believe this. That's the I think there was attitude wise, I think you've seen a lot of that from the Live guys that were there. The way they played. Shambo not his self, Rahm not his self. It will be next to impossible for them to get back to the PGA Tour. And I think they know that.
And I think as it should be.
Yep.
Congrats.
They know that.
You took your wealth. You have money in the bank. Sorry, you took wealth over legacy.
Yep.
And I think that's how these guys should be remembered.
Boy, speaking of that, do you see, speaking of golf in the news, Tiger getting whatever. Right now, they're fighting right now because prosecutors they're attempting to subpoena the 15-time majors prescription drug records from a pharmacy. They want to know it all. They're trying to figure out or get to it the number of times Woods filled prescriptions from January 1st of this year to March 27th. They want the number. But citing privacy, they're fighting this. Wow.
Mm. Something tells me if they're fighting that hard, it means that
there's something else
probably not great
there. Hey, also, by the way, boy, how about we talked this yesterday? Did we see Ovi for the last time? He said, pretty sure he's playing his 22nd season.
Wow.
That's good news for a hockey player. Hockey's fans all over the world. And that tomorrow it's a Husker Homework Friday. More keywords. You do have another chance. Win. Just get it in WIND. Husker baseball tomorrow. The Almanac Jeff Moats. Avoid the orange cones. Be safe. Be blessed. We'll catch you on a Friday.